Hi friends, today I'm doing my first makeup tutorial. As my Instagram followers voted on my story, I'm doing a daily look. Of course, my daily look is basically just foundation and mascara, so I didn't think that really warranted a video. So this is kind of my, I'm trying to be cute daily look, not quite a shoot look. Alright, so the first thing I do when I get ready and start doing my makeup in the morning is I moisturize, which I actually already did. And this is the moisturizer I use, Cetaphil. I just really like it. It works well for me. So moisturize, first step. Once you're all moisturized and prepped, my next step would be some primer, mist, or priming, anything, just primer in general. I use this just because it says Oil Control Primer Mist from e.l.f. I have, I'd say like oily skin, so this works really well for me. The only negative with this is that it comes out very, it's not really a mist, it's kind of like if someone dipped their fingers in water and went like this to you. So I just do this. Douse my face in that, and then it's make sure it's all cute. Alright, the next step that I move on to then would be some foundation. So my blender roll looks gross because I already used it once today and I took off my makeup because I'm like, I'm going to do a video. But normally I start with my clean blender. What I do is, this is my foundation, e.l.f. I really like it. It's cheap. Obviously, e.l.f. is a drugstore brand. I think this was like $6. And yeah, it's Flawless Finish Foundation. It's the Natural Previously Porcelain. This is the lightest shade they have. They don't really have a lot of shades when I got mine at Ulta. And online they don't really have a lot of shades either, so it's kind of a bummer. But I just do about 3 pumps on my hand. Grab my beauty blender and just kind of dive in. And I make sure to just, I literally put it everywhere. I am all foundationed up, blended, and pretty. I really like how this foundation just sits on my face. The next step that I go to after this is my concealer. For concealer, I use the NYX or NYX, I don't know what's correct, HD Studio Photogenic Concealer. And my shade is 02. It's pretty light. So the way I do this is I just go like that and like that. Make sure I kind of do it along my nose, up here and down there. And then if I feel like I need it, do it on where my skin is acting crazy. All right, it's all set up. Now I go back to my little blender and just blend it in. Alright, so foundation, concealer, all set. Now my next step would be my setting powder. Again, I go to e.l.f. just because it's cheap, and you know, as a college student, cheap is life. And it works really well. So it says pour powder into the lid of the little compact. And again, I go in with my beauty blender that I've been using. I just kind of put it in and put it on all the places that I just highlighted. All right, I'm gonna put a little bit more. All right. Now that I am all powdered up, all right, powder is set on. My next step that I dive into would be my contour. And for my contour, I use the Naked Skin Shapeshifter by Urban Decay. This is actually one of my favorite brands that's not drugstore. I like this one specifically because there is the powders on one side and then the creams on the other. I like the powder better. I kind of go in phases what I like to use more. But yeah, right now I'm on my powder kick and I just use this brush. It's an e.l.f. brush, contour. And I just kind of go in. And the way I do this, I just kind of make a line and then start blending around it. Now that my cheeks are pretty much chiseled, I grab this little kind of powdery brush and I just continue to blend it out. I like a softer look, especially for day to day. For a shoot, you can get away with a little bit more harsh look. All right, now that I feel like I'm pretty dang blended, I grab this. It's kind of powdery, but it's I don't know, more oval shaped. I don't even know what brand this is. I think I just got it at Ulta. Go back in and I just start going around my hairline. I actually had, now I'm just blending it a little bit, an ex, when I first started this, when I started doing makeup a little more, said, wow, you look really warm. And I said, oh, thank you. And look, he noticed exactly what I was doing. Well, then one day I didn't do it. I just got ready really fast and just did some quick foundation. And he looked at me, he's like, you look like a marshmallow. Thanks. All set, all good. Next thing I will do my eyes, my eyeshadows. So I actually have a lot of new palettes recently that I've just been playing with. Like yesterday I got Kylie Jenner's new Halloween palette and it looks like that. It's very pretty, I like it. I played with it a little bit yesterday. I already kind of jumped into this green kind of color. What did she call it? Sweet Poison. And then this like shiny green too, because I went to a Cal Poly football game and our colors are green and yellow. And then I like my Jaclyn Hill Morphe palettes. There's that one, which obviously, hello, mustard yellow, so I love it. And then there's this one as well that I've just been diving into a lot. I have two others that came in the Vault set. And mind you, for their price, I think these are $15 individually. What you get is insane. So I highly recommend Morphe palettes and Morphe Jaclyn Hill. Kylie, obviously that's my first eyeshadow palette I've gotten from her. I just recently started using her products. I liked it so far. I know there's been a lot of different ideas and opinions on her products over, I don't know how long she's had her cosmetic line, but so far it's not bad. I like it. And of course, Jeffree Star, my favorite. I just recently got the Thirsty palette when he restocked it. It's beautiful and I'm so excited. I have been really into the top line of colors, like the warmer pinks and rusty reds. So I don't know what I'm going to do today. I'm just going to kind of give you my basic formula for how I do my eyes. And I do my eyes, it's like the same way each time, just with different colors. And pretty much whenever I do my eyes, whether it's shoot or daily, I don't plan it out ahead and I just kind of wing it. So today I am going to start, where did it go? This one. Alright, I'm going to start with Morphe Jaclyn Hill. It is the Dark Magic palette. And I just, let's see, where is the brush I used earlier? Because I didn't bring them. So I'm just going to go off the colors that I used earlier. So I'm going to use this very light nude pink color right here. It's called Poof. I used it on my eye yesterday. And I just really, I really liked how it looked. Whenever I do my eyeshadow, I always start on the inside with the lightest color and bring it out. Just kind of as a starting point, a base to blend out. Again, I am not, I don't know, I don't claim to be a beauty guru. So again, if you're like, you're supposed to start on the outside and work in. Okay, that's what you do. I don't really care. I like to make sure it's very covered because, you know, a lot of time light colors can not really be seen well. So start with the light on the inside. Next, let's see, I wish I could just like, I wish this was a live video just so I could be like, what color should I do next, guys? But I think I'm gonna keep with my red vibes lately. So I'm gonna be done with this one. And which one do I want to do? I want to do this palette. I will jump into Thirsty, and there's like a hair tickling my nose. Oh. Jump into Thirsty. And for this one, I grabbed, I'm just using, I know, I probably should have said. So before I use like a flat one just to kind of go in. Now when I start doing the outer ones, I start using more like poofy eye. Obviously I know what I'm doing. Poofy. Yeah. So, anyway, Taste Bud. That one, the second one right there, I'm going to dive into is like a pinky, rose pink, I don't know. It's really pretty on. So the next, I kind of go from lightest to darkest when I do my eyes, and about halfway from my lid out is when I kind of put the second color. Usually the second color is just very, very light, as you can kind of see, and it's just, I put it here and then kind of like in the crease, blend it out. Whenever I do my eyeshadow, I bring it like off my lid. So there we go. That second color is set, and I swear, better. All right. And I just make sure it's nice and blended out, not very harsh, very cute, very pretty. Alrighty. Let's see what other colors I can play with right now. I also got this recently, the Naked Cherry by Urban Decay. I have every single Naked palette by Urban Decay, and I love them all. They are honestly some of my favorite palettes, and I think some of the first eyeshadow palettes that I actually got that weren't drugstore. So they're really pretty. Obviously, I've used this quite a few times. So I'm going to dive in with Feels right here. It's like a dark mauve. And again, I'm just gonna jump in with the same brush. You're like, oh my God, same brush. You know what? Since I go from lightest to darkest and I blend it all together, I don't think it's an issue. But again, however you do your makeup, that's fine. I just had people message me wanting me to do a makeup tutorial, and so here I am. Just kind of dab it in down, I don't know, so the last one I did like halfway and then around. This one I do a little bit farther out, like right here where my brush is, and just kind of there. I'm really good at explaining things, guys. I'm so sorry. Alrighty. And I just kind of blend it out. So this shade was slightly darker than the shade I used before from the Thirsty palette. And so like I said, I just kind of go from light, not as light, dark, 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 dark. I just keep getting darker. I think I'm going to keep playing with my Naked palette here, and I'm going to dive into something even darker. It's called Devilish right here. And I think I'm going to jump into a brush that's still pretty poofy, but it is a little bit more, I don't know, small poof, whatever you want to call it. This is the brush that came with the Cherry palette. And then I just do even more controlled. I just put it as far on the edge as possible. And so that's basically my basic formula for how I do anything, is I just kind of keep moving out, 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 and the darkest color will be the farthest out, and with the least amount of color. Cute, cute. All right. And then I usually will go back over and just make sure everything's all cute and blended. And see, you know, it needs to be evened out. And I do think I need a little more of the dark Devilish color on this eye. I'm also using like the mirror that comes with my ring light effect thing. This is my first time doing it, and so it's kind of funky. So yeah, maybe I'll get the hang of it. Maybe I'll do more. Anyway, all right, now that my eyeshadow is done, I am going to take off my setting powder. And I just use a big poofy brush to just kind of... All right, so eyeshadow is cute. Yeah, that's basically how I do that. Now that my eyeshadow is done, I'm going to do my brows. So my brows are microbladed, meaning they are permanently filled in, like kind of like a tattoo. But they last, microblading lasts I think a couple of years, like 3 or 4 years, depending on how good the person that did it is. And what I do just to fill mine in, again on my super duper daily look, it's more of like, I don't really fill it in unless like I'm really feeling like going a little extra, but my daily look is just foundation and mascara. So this is just like, oh, I'm gonna go to work and I want to be really cute. So all I do is I just start by outlining the bottom, and oh, sorry, I use the Anastasia, whatever, Beverly Hills. I mean, is this not like what pretty much everyone uses? If you don't use it, then you're missing out. I didn't use it for the longest time, and I don't know why. I think I just had product left of the other thing I was using, and I finally got it, and I will never go back. So yeah, I just line the bottom, and then I kind of start to fill in a little bit towards the top, and then I start to line the top. Myself. Then I kind of lightly feather over here more because I don't like it when it's too dark. I already kind of made it dark because I'm not used to doing it in this mirror. All right, eyebrows are done, and I fully embrace that my everyday look might not be your everyday look. I might be a little more extra, like, oh, like a pink and red eye might be a little much for you, which is totally fine. So maybe I'll do a more nude look next time, but this is something that I would do. Eyebrows, cute. Next step for me would be, this is a daily look, I would probably go straight to the highlight, which is my favorite part. So I use Afterglow, Urban Decay Afterglow. I don't even know, I haven't seen it, so I don't know if they still have it or what, but I love it. There's 4 different highlights. And the way I do it, I don't know, I just use this kind of little cute little brush, and I just jump into one and just highlight the tops of my cheekbones. Cute, cute. This is a day look. I don't do like my nose and my little cupid's bow or anything. What I also have been doing, since I recently got the new Jeffree Star highlight, super cute. This one is a little bit, so the Afterglow, you can kind of see it. It's very subtle. This is like really sparkly. It's just very, like, it's sparkly. So if you want a very like low-key highlight, don't use this. But Jeffree does have actually a, ooh, that's so pretty. I'm sorry. I love highlight. So even for my daily look, I like to be extra. It's just so pretty. I can't deal with it. I'm sorry. So yeah, just put it there. I think the only thing that's really left is if you want to do another layer of powder, which I sometimes do just to like fully blend the last pieces, which I just kind of go up here real quick, and since I already put highlight on, I don't really touch the area where I have highlight. I just kind of blend around here. You can veil this if you want, just to make it a little softer. Cute. I also don't typically contour my nose, which is a thing that a lot of people do. I just don't. And then I do mascara. Alright, so the mascara that I just put on, I did it off camera because I'm sorry, I'm not going to sit here and be like, with all the weird mascara faces that people do. So, the They're Real by Benefit, my favorite mascara. Another one of my non-drugstore addictions, which I'm fine to say that I have that. I love it. It works really well. Yeah, and I don't curl my lashes, which is actually something that a lot of people are shocked with. I just have naturally curled long lashes. And I don't do falsies for my daily looks. I just don't have the patience because I'm not the best at putting them on. So falsies are pretty much exclusively for special events like concerts. Alright, so lipstick is definitely not a daily thing for me, but I just really wanted to add lip to this because I know for a lot of people lipstick is a daily thing. And this is, which one is this? Kristen by Kylie. It's a matte liquid lipstick kit. So I did the liner first and then the liquid. I'm still new to this whole thing, so don't make fun of me if my lips look like crap. I really like this color. It smells really good. I don't know if that's a thing, but it smells really, really good. And I think it looks really good, and it goes on really good, and I don't know, it's a perfect fall look. So last but not least, setting spray. So the setting spray I love is the Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray, long lasting. I'm pretty sure this is like almost empty, so I don't even know if there's anything that's gonna come out. Oh. Well, that just ended and half my face is set. Well, my forehead is set, so that's nice. Yeah. So that's kind of my daily, that spray was at its end, and you can tell there's like little floofs. Anyway, so that's kind of my daily go-to routine. If you have any questions, comments, leave them in the comments below. DM me on Instagram. Let me know what you thought, and if you want to see more or any other ideas, you want to see, I don't know, a blue look, a green look, neutrals, shoot look, which I think I'm probably going to do anyway, which honestly is not that different from my daily. It's just usually a little darker, fake eyelashes, more highlight, more. So thank you for watching my first makeup tutorial, and I hope you enjoyed my awkwardness, and hopefully I get better at this as we go. So thank you, and remember, build up or shut up.